All right, guys. I just got done with qualifying. It didn't go good at all, but I was finally sending the car in there. Part of my problem is I've not been driving in deep enough, and I've been letting off the throttle too much. And everybody's like, "Guys, send it in there. You gotta send it in there." So I sent it in there, and everybody's like, "You sent it in there." I spun. The difference is, and what I didn't do properly is on me, is I didn't adapt. I should have adapted my slowdown and braking because I was sending it in faster, but I didn't get on the braking enough or slow down the car enough so the rear end didn't sit. And because of that, when I got back on the gas, the car was just squirrely coming out every turn. So now I know, okay, I'm sending it in there, but I just have to slow it down a little more just so that I can get that rear end to squat before I get back on the throttle. And that's just adapting. And, that will come with time. Maybe hopefully with time, I'll get better at adapting to things while I'm out there, because mentally, like you're out there trying to get fast laps in there. And it's hard for, like, at first I'm like, oh, something's wrong. The car's all squirrely. Well, by the time I go through tech, come off the track, go through tech, I'm like, nah, the car, there's nothing wrong with the car. It was me. It was just me sending it in so deep without slowing the car enough and letting the car squat before I got back on that throttle. So it's just I got to adapt faster. And I just need to think faster and stuff, which is at 46 years old, I think I'm starting to get a little bit slower with my thinking. So I just got to improve that. But we're doing good. It's fun. I'm starting in the back of the pack. We're about to do 2 heats. I'll be in the second heat. I'm in the back of that. So I'm just going to get back, and it's kind of like I did in Charlotte, just follow everyone else, just try to get faster, avoid wrecks, and just have a good time. So you'll see some video of my spin, hopefully, and a few other things, and we'll get back into the race. All right, guys. Final day at the Old Dominion Nationals. Uh, I got a lot to work on. I've got to work on getting the car driven down in the turn. I got to work on finding my braking point, and then getting up, letting the car settle, and then getting back on the throttle. I know what I've got to do to get up there. And I won't lie, when I was walking this morning up to the showers, they have showers here. It's a really nice facility. If you ever get a chance, please come to Old Dominion. I mean, this is definitely one of the nicer racing facilities I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot. I've been going to vintage racing, Le Mans style racing. I went to France. Oh my God. When I went to Le Mans in Paris, those facilities were just disgusting. This place is nice. So definitely come check out Old Dominion. But yeah, I was walking up to go to the showers this morning. They had all the trophies lined up, and I was like, oh, I didn't think they had Charger trophies. But I saw that first, second, and third, and I'm starting from the back. I don't have a chance of winning a trophy today, but man, it made me get hyped. I got hyped because I saw the trophies. I was like, oh shoot, we're actually racing for something. So there's that. The other thing, I'm racing against people that could be my grandchild, and yeah, they're just fast. That's all it is. I had one little kid come up to me and goes, buddy, yeah, I see you're not going through the turns fast enough. And I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm a little scared. He's like, yeah, you just got to grab your balls, pick them up, throw them over your shoulder, and send it. The little kid said that to me. I was like, damn. So a lot of these little kids have been racing since they were 5, 6, and I'm 46, and I just started oval racing. So that's like a big humbling thing about how much more experience these kids have than me. But I love it. I'm having a great time. I'm having a good time spending time with my father out here. It's fun, and I'm learning a lot. So I'm having a blast. So let's get into the racing, and let's hopefully we'll have a good day, stay out of the wrecks, and try to move up through the field. So the number 91 car in front of me there, that's Ayla Martin. She's an awesome little girl. Like, she's definitely young enough to be my granddaughter. And while I got a pass on her here, unfortunately, when I spin in a little bit here, I kind of mess her up and cause her to spin. But I told her parents I was going to take care of her, make sure I didn't hit her much on the track. And what impresses me about her is after every time, she got faster and faster. I was really jealous of her because every time she went out, she would just get faster and faster. There she goes, avoiding me. And I feel like I caused her that spin. Luckily, she didn't hit the wall until she was like peeling off of it. But yeah, she was awesome. I'll try to put her Instagram down below. She's definitely got a cool little Instagram that her mom takes care of for her, and got some great photos and videos of her cars. So after backing into the wall, I decided to bring it into the pits to have the team look at the car. I really couldn't tell what was going on. I could hear something dragging, but luckily I got a team. Basically, I think I thought I was in Days of Thunder and trying to beat the pace car around, which that ended up being the truck to help her get off the wall there. I might have dropped the hammer a little hard coming out of the pits. And big thank you to Josh Williams' team and everybody that works with them to check on the car, tell me it was just the bumper, and to get back out there and get racing. And that's what I did. So I'm just running around now. I could kind of hear something dragging. I didn't know what it was, but I could definitely hear it. So it was definitely made me more timid going to the turns because I thought maybe something was broke worse than it was. And from here on out, I'm just pretty much cruising around the track. This was a poor restart on me. I was trying to circle around to get up behind everybody, and I just did a poor restart. I need to do better about getting up on the cars, but literally I had to unlap myself and come around, and I just didn't catch up to the field fast enough on this one. Usually I'm pretty good at the starts. That's where I'm actually a little bit racy and can keep up, but you can just tell, like, people start walking me coming out of the turns, and that's where I just got to get faster and everything. Hopefully renting the track will help that. Renting a track and doing a test day and just having some practice laps will let me get faster coming out of these turns. So the car behind me there is kind of hanging back on the restart. And they're definitely much faster than me. But you see the issue here is they come around on me. They come from way far back. I was not expecting them, and I about squeezed them into the wall. Luckily, we didn't collide. But then, unfortunately, they got involved with this accident here. So here I got bumped from the back, and that just got me loose coming around the turn. So I spun there. It is what it is. No big deal. No harm, no foul. I'm not upset. Like I said, we're racing Chargers. We're all in a beginner series. So I finally get back going, and luckily this caution doesn't take long. When it gets started back going, I'm trying to tell Mac in the blue car to go underneath me. I knew he's way faster than me, and I didn't want to hold him up anymore. And later he told me he didn't understand. He thought I was trying to get him to pass me under caution, because I was waving down low, but because you can't communicate with anyone, I couldn't explain to him. I just wanted him to take the position, get up there, because I'm not racing for points. I'm not racing to win the race. I want to let these kids go and not hold them up. I've already caused 2 cautions of the race, and there were more cautions that I just cut out just because for time. But yeah, I just had no problem giving up the space, and you'll see once we get back going again, I go high and let him shoot down underneath me and take the spot. And here's what I'm talking about. You can see I just stayed very high on the restart and just let him shoot underneath it, and then I just try to tuck in behind him. And you can really see everybody starting to walk me here. Part of it's me hearing the dragging of the car and nervous about what's damaged on the car. But yeah, Ayla here's just kicking my butt. She's just getting faster and faster with every time we go out, or every time the flag goes green. And you can see I just cannot hang with her, and she starts to walk me. It's very humbling getting beat by a bunch of kids. Very humbling, but I just know I'm at where I'm at. I'm learning how to race oval. This is my 2nd series I've ever run, and I will probably more than likely be in the Charger series next year too, unless I can get a ton of practice in. One thing I'll say, the race director was really awesome this week. He did a really good job of talking to us and walking us through what we needed to do while we were racing. And at this point, I'm getting the blue and yellow stripe flag to let me know the leaders are coming. So I just stay down, let the leaders pass by so I don't mess with their race and get back going. So that's the end of the race. While I did finish last out there, did not come in last place because a couple cars did wreck out. So I did not finish dead last, which is nice. I can at least say that. But it was a good race. There was some big wrecks out there, and we had a good time. And I can't wait till the next one to get out there. I just wanted to show me getting out of the car here, me pulling into my pits. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, what type of car are you racing?" I tell them a legend car, and not everyone knows what a legend car is. And I tell them it's a small 32 Ford, but most people don't understand how small it is. This really gives you perspective when you can see my 47-year-old or 46-year-old, however I am, kind of well overweight fat ass gets out of the car. Like, I'm huge compared to the car. I think they have to put baby oil to squeeze me in. But yes, it's a huge car compared to me. I'm huge to compare to the car, I should say. All right, guys, so we're back in Greensboro. As you can see, the car is definitely damaged. I had a great weekend. I did not race as well as I wanted to. I was watching the race. You can tell I finished in the back of the pack. Part of it was my bumper was dragging in all the turns, so I didn't know it was dragging. I could hear it, but I was worried about damaging the car, so I was really backing off. But I've got to get a lot of practice in. I think we're talking about trying to rent a track just to get some time in and everything, just so I can get used to being in the car and get faster. One thing I will say is through the beginning of the video and a lot of the video, you hear me talking about going fast into the turn. But the truth of the matter, at the end of the weekend, what we realized is really I need to get faster coming out of the turn. So when I go into, like, say, turn 1 or turn 3, the car hits the chip, the rev limiter. So it bounces off the rev limiter and it slows the car down naturally. And that's where I was not hitting the chip because I was not coming off the turn fast enough. So I had to use more brakes, which was causing me all the trouble, finding a braking point, having to slow the car down with the brakes and then settle the car, then get it on the gas. So if I could get faster coming out of the turns, hit the chip to slow the car down, settle the car and get out of the turn, I think we'll be doing a lot better. That's why I'm looking at renting a track and just trying to do that just to get faster. As far as the car goes, it's not that messed up. I really just have this bar bent and that bar bent. It didn't bend anything further up. In another video, we're going to fix this, so you'll get to see the whole process and see more detail of what's damaged. They also have a little bit of a damage on how the car connects, locks the rear trunk, but that'll be in another video. I am about to head to SEMA this coming week, so your next video is going to be SEMA. If any of you guys have anything you want me to record or shoot or talk about at SEMA, please let me know, and I'll try to get it into the video. And yeah, it'll be SEMA, and then we'll be back on Legend Car Racing as soon as I get back. So I appreciate you watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Remember, we ship all of our books in boxes, and check out midlifeclassiccars.com for all your automotive book needs, shop manuals, restoration guides, history book, Midlife Classic Cars t-shirts, and we'll see you in the next video. Yeah, hope everyone's having a good one. Get out there and try to get racing. Take care, guys.